Hey guys, this is just going to be a quick episode of me explaining the problems with playing Reyna when you're trying to win. Luckily for us, there was a pro match recently where PRX played Reyna on a map against Team Liquid, and, well, let's just say they fell a little flat. This is PRX Jing. He's been on my channel before in my PRX video, but if you don't know him already, he is one of the star players on PRX Valorant. He's widely considered one of the best players on the planet, and he is the best Raze in the world, inarguably. Remember that. It's going to be important. In this match against Team Liquid, they decided to put Jing on Reyna for map 1. In the same map, PRX played a total of 14 rounds while they were attacking. They only won 5. So, we're going to take a look at those rounds and see what went well for them and what went poorly. Starting off is going to be what went poorly. And unfortunately enough for PRX, the answer is quite a bit. Let's start with this round here. PRX have just won Pistol and they're playing the anti-ego, so this should be an easy win for them. They're going to start off the round by doing a Reyna flash, Sky flash in this area. They're kind of just doing that every round and it helps them control long. And then they push up B into garage and take a little bit of this mid space. They dog into garage, and here's where the first problem occurs. The Yampy, the chamber on Team Liquid, is playing this little corner here and just is watching garage and hits a clean 1D right onto Forsaken. And that's Jet dead. So Jing is now the only one left to entry onto this site, and you're going to see kind of quickly what goes wrong. He ends up flashing, and we can go back to the full cam here, and you just see what happens. There it is, Yampy shoots the flash, and then just crushes Jing. Because, I mean, all Jing can do is just run in a straight line out this hallway. It's like, if he was playing Raze, maybe he can, like, satchel default, and then they have this space, and as a team they take back sight. But that's the problem with Reyna, is he throws a flash, the flash gets shot, and then he is just completely vulnerable, moving like a bot. Moving on to the next round, it's going to be round 5 here. This one's pretty simple, PRX have just gotten a clean site take, except for this Fade that's kind of lurking, but they take her out. So you start getting the bomb down, and you're ready to just play the post plant. You're playing against pistols and like stingers here, which is somehow a reoccurring theme. But you see Yampy got a good shot there. They've got the Astro Wall coming in to help their post plant, and Yampy just peeks out and gets another one because, he's good. So now you're in a 4v3, and you're just playing your post plants, but you are still gun up. You just gotta hold your positions here, and the bomb is down, so all you're doing is playing time. The Omen Flash comes in, so they're kind of bracing themselves here. The good thing for them is Dimasic is really nervous that he might be getting flanked. But, it never really comes to fruition, and it's buying them a lot of time. Now, you can't hear this because the audio is down, but the smokes are coming in, and the wall is about to go down. So, Jing here pops his Empress, and he's got his ult ready to just fight whoever is there when the wall comes down. And that should be right about now. And it comes down, and you'll see what happens. Boom. He just loses the fight. He just can't win. There's like 3 people there. And now Benkai, his teammate, is sitting hell with a classic. Forsaken has 6 HP. He gets one of them by miracle. But take a look at this when they defuse the bomb. Look at the timer. 6 seconds. 6 seconds left of time is all they had to buy to stop this round from ending. Like, that's all they had to stall. And they had the other team completely blocked off here in CT. Like, if Jing is not trolling his team and playing Reyna, and he's playing Raze instead, I mean, that's satchels, that's a grenade in this little CT area. You've won the round. You've won that for your team. It's the Reyna pick unironically ended this round in a loss for them against an eco. Finally, we're going to get on to our last round of what went wrong. Now, this is the very first round of overtime. So think about the 2 rounds before this. If they had won either of those rounds, this doesn't even happen, and they've already won the game. But, things happen, and they end up getting here. So, what has happened in this round so far is basically just a lot of fighting for this area. And eventually, PRX has grouped up and taken long as a whole. They tried to send a dog down short early, but it got shot, and then they kind of just gave up on it. So now, Yampy is set up, and you can see that there's 3 people on this site, so it's not going to be an easy hit by any means. And this is right about when they're going to hit. They're going to shoot this boombot, they're going to sky flash, and Yampy actually gets shot trying to, get one and TP out. And, PRX takes site. They have it completely cleared. Except that the Raze is right here and gets 2. And even after they kill the Raze, look at the Fade in short here. They have no clue that the Fade is here. Because, look at our good old friend Jing playing Reyna, who doesn't have a boombot or anything that is going to clear short. Their comp didn't allow them to go short after the dog was shot, so they didn't. And now 2 of them have died because of that. And take a look at this. Boom. That is also in part to Dimasic with a great flash onto the planner there. But yeah, Fade just gets a free kill handed to her. So you get put now, and you're in this 3v2 situation. And who do you have in your 3v2 with you? Well, you have an Astra that's nowhere near the site. And you have Jing who's playing Reyna, who just has to take fights to get any value out of anything. So obviously, the play doesn't work out. Mindfreak gets this kill, and it just doesn't work. He loses the round. And I want to make it clear, PRX wins the next round on defense. I'll show that here. But if they win this round, the game is over. They've won. Despite their troll comp, despite every criticism I've given so far, the game would be over if they could win offensive rounds on a map that is widely considered pretty T-sided. It's just embarrassing, and it's exactly why you can't rely on Reyna. Now, I know it's a little unfair to only look at the bad things that happened because of Jing playing Reyna, so I'm going to take a look at a couple of the things. I've shown the round counter a couple times now, and they did win 5 offensive rounds throughout this game. So I'll show you and I'll explain a little bit of what happened, starting with round 1, the pistol round. So, they're grouping up in mid here, and they just kind of run through, and Jing gets 2 kills. It has nothing to do with Reyna, so, he could have done that on any agent in this entire game. Moving on to the second round. We've got round 9 here? Oh yeah, round 8. They win the round, but Jing actually doesn't do anything. You've got round 9 here, where they're rotating out, if you can see here. They were making really heavy pressure on A, and Jing is still there. And they're now rotating C. And Jing's job is basically just to go, try and kill somebody and, stop the enemy team from rotating. So we're running forward a little bit, and you'll see that Jing gets inside this Omen smoke. And he just catches the breach coming in. Pretty easy kill. You see the barrel early. Gets that. He sees the second one, and he gets the second kill here. And the round is over. He's killed everyone. It's a 4v1. But, there's no Reyna util. He could have done that on any agent in the game, other than this heal that he does that doesn't actually do anything later in the game. Later in the round. It just wears off, and then he's a normal person again. And finally, we'll go to round 12, the very last round of the half, where they are on a light buy. They don't have the best weapons in the world. Obviously, they picked 1 up from getting a kill. And they're hitting a site here. And you can see that Reyna pops the flash. The flash gets shot by Scream. And then he's aiming at Jing, and he just loses the fight. Jing heals, which, listen, you think this is Reyna util. Reyna util is being used. I'm not lying to you and just pushing a narrative. You can see that he's overhealed, and watch this fight. He does not take a single point of damage. The Reyna heal meant literally nothing. And he does get a third kill here. So maybe, like, eventually the Reyna becomes the reason why, you know, they won this round. Yeah, it's going to take a little while. It's post-plant, you know, they're just kind of waiting for the teams. I mean, Yempi is an op, for God's sake. So give him a little bit of time to get in there. But just about now, the Omen's going to flash Jing, sorry. And Yempi's going to push in, and I'm going to pause it so we can see... Where is it? Here. The overheal's worn off. So the Reyna util is useless. And he also doesn't get hit at all in this fight. So Jing gets 3 kills, but every single kill he could have got on any other agent in the game, and he would have actually had util in that case to help them win a round. So that's what went well. They did win rounds, but none of the rounds they won was because of Reyna. And all of the rounds they lost that I showed are because they're playing Reyna, if you understand what I'm saying. Well, that's about all I got for you. I just wanted to make an episode because I saw this game and listen, I hate Reyna. Reyna's any excuse I get to get people to stop playing Reyna is like I'm thriving. So, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you maybe learned a thing or two. If you like the content, you know, check out some of my other videos or sub and maybe just stick around for the next one. But other than that, thanks for watching and have a nice day.